Hi guys, my name is Heavenly. I'm a realtor in Southern California with Jackson Rivera Properties. I'm making this video today to go over 5 first-time homebuyer mistakes that you don't want to make. Alright guys, so the first mistake that almost all buyers seem to make when they're first starting out is not getting pre-approved. Now I've said this 100 times. If you've been watching my videos, following us on Instagram and Facebook, you know that I always talk about this. Yet there's still so many people out there that aren't getting pre-approved. So the problem is you go out shopping, you're looking at open houses, you're looking online, and you might find a house that you really like. And this is for my buyers that I'm talking about. You're seriously considering buying very soon. You might find a house that you love, and if you're not pre-approved, there's a couple of things that could happen. One, you fall in love with the home, you try to go get pre-approved, by the time the process is over, they already accepted an offer on that house and you missed your window to put an offer in. Another thing that could happen is it might be more expensive than what you actually get pre-approved for. You might have fallen in love with a house that's $450,000 and you only get approved for $425,000. So it's very, very important to speak with the lender, go to your bank, whatever you feel most comfortable with. If you want a recommendation, I can help you out with that too. And get that pre-approval process done. It is the biggest, not the biggest, it's the most important step in getting pre-approved for a home, home shopping, and finding your dream home. So the second mistake that I come across all the time is not being realistic with what you're actually shopping for, right? So, you made your list, your dream home. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, has brand new flooring, brand new paint, kitchen is redone, all the bathrooms are redone, you have a new roof, a big backyard, a pool, whatever it may be. But you're only approved for $350,000. Okay, so you're not gonna find a home. I mean, you might, there's a chance, but most likely, being real, you're not gonna find a home that fits every single thing on your dream list for such a low price. Now, if you get approved for $1 million, go crazy, right? You might find every single thing and then some. But realistically, especially here in this market in Riverside County, $350,000, $400,000 is very, very average, very common. You're not gonna find every single little thing. The realistic view of what you should be looking for when you're home shopping is maybe 75% of your dream home list. Okay, so you might have to compromise on some things. Pick your non-negotiables. You have to have 4 bedrooms no matter what, right? That's fine. You have to have 2 bathrooms no matter what. Great, but think about maybe the whole house needs to be repainted. Yes, that's annoying. You want to just move in and make everything perfect, or have everything perfect already, but realistically, paint isn't that big of a deal. You could do it yourself. You could hire someone for not too much money, and you can paint it however you want. Then you make it exactly to your taste. Another thing is flooring. Sometimes people come in, they're like, I don't want to deal with flooring. I just wanted to have flooring that I already like. Being real, that's not always going to happen. And you can replace flooring for pretty cheap. You could tear it out yourself. You could hire someone to tear it out for fairly cheap. And you can pick something that isn't going to break the bank, right? There's a lot of nice wood laminate flooring out there right now. Carpet is not expensive if you did want carpet. There's many, many options. And you can also think, okay, I can live with this for maybe 2 years until I decide, or until I save up money, and then I'll get that dream tile that I'm really looking for, that dream hardwood floors, right? So you need to be realistic, go within your budget. Once you're pre-approved, you'll know how much money you can spend, and then you just go from there. This third mistake that a lot of buyers make is thinking that they only want to work with the listing agent. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a listing agent sometimes. I would love to represent you on both sides of the transaction, right? I'd love to help my seller and help a buyer buy that house. However, most agents, not me of course, but most agents will not have your best interest in mind when doing that, right? When an agent lists a home and they're working with the seller, they want to get the most money in the seller's pocket that they possibly can. And if you come in and you're the buyer and you want to work with them because you're thinking, oh, they know the most about the house, they know everything about it, they're working with the seller, it's going to be nice and easy, That's all fine and good if you're not going to negotiate anything. But most of the time, your buyer's agent, the agent that you hire on as your buyer, first of all, you don't pay for them, right? The seller still pays for that agent. And they'll negotiate on your behalf. Say, you want new paint before you move in, and you say, I'll buy the house full price, but I want you to paint it. Or you need some money from the seller to help with closing costs. That buyer's agent will help you negotiate that. See, if they're already working for the seller, they're gonna say, no, they're not gonna do that right away, right? They might not even try to negotiate because they already know what their seller wants. So something to keep in mind, hire a buyer's agent when you're ready to buy, someone who is separate from the house that is listed, so that they can really, truly get your best interest in mind. All right, so this fourth mistake is something that I've definitely talked about before. This is not speaking with more than one lender. Yes, get pre-approved, go to a lender. If it's gonna take you to get that pre-approval, only one lender, you love them, you think they're the greatest ever, they got you the best rate, perfect, great. But sometimes, most of the time, if you shop for rates, lenders can get competitive and they can try to give you a better rate than the lender before you, right? Also, you have a 14-day window to get your credit checked as many times as you want by a lender without it hurting your FICO score, right? So if you go to a lender on Monday, you can go for 2 more weeks to different lenders to get pre-approved. Now, I'm not saying go to 10 lenders, right? Don't go to a million lenders. That's just too crazy, right? I would say pick 2, 3 at the most to go to. You already will all have your financials together from sending it to the first lender. So it'll be an easy thing to just make an appointment and go visit them and just see what they can offer. Every bank, every lender can offer different kinds of programs and a different rate. So number 5, this is ignoring your additional costs. So when you're buying a home, obviously you're spending the money to buy the home. You've probably figured out your down payment and your mortgage, how much it's going to be per month, and your lender can help you do that as well. And also, if you know an amount that you want to pay, like you don't want to pay more than $2,000, a lender can help you work out exactly how much to buy, even if you got approved for more than that. If that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But going back, not realizing that there's more money involved than just the price of the home. So roughly you want to multiply 4% to the sales price to figure out how much you're going to need extra. So that's your points on the loan from the lender, because yes, they make money from giving you a loan. And then also an additional 2% for the closing costs. So you want to take that 4%, multiply it by the sales price, and you'll be able to figure out how much extra money you'll need. And then also you need to keep in mind how much money you're going to need upon moving in, right? Things cost money. You might need to put a deposit down to switch the utilities into your name. You might need to buy, new things to fill your house, obviously furniture and things like that, but also things you might not think of, like cleaning supplies, and if you need, a toilet paper holder, or there's little things, right, that add up. Obviously, they're not huge expenses, but you need to be able to have some wiggle room when purchasing a house, having a little bit of extra money to spend, and especially if you are moving into a house that you want to fix up, you need to keep in mind that you need money to fix those things up as well. So that's it. I do have one quick 6th tip, and that's, or I guess 6th mistake, and that would be if you don't use me as your realtor. I'd love to help you out. I'm primarily in Riverside County. I travel to Orange County all the time. I can go to San Bernardino County as well. So pretty much all over Southern California, Orange County, Inland Empire, and some parts of LA. But yeah, reach out. You can find me on Instagram, on Facebook. We have a few more videos here on YouTube. If you've never watched me before, you don't know that me and my husband usually work together. His name is Ryan. So if you see him in other videos or on our Instagram, that's who it is. So yeah, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching, guys.